Matt Cavanaugh delivered the game winner in overtime to send Notre Dame to the Final Four for the 4th time in program history. But that was the end of a tremendous, long and winding road of lacrosse between Albany and Notre Dame, as the Irish and Great Danes treated a full house crowd here at Hofstra to an absolute thriller. I said it during the broadcast, Quint. If you didn't enjoy this game, you just flat out don't like sports.
The game had a lot. It had star power with the Thompsons. It had a contrast with defense and offense. It had a sellout crowd, and then it had runs. An Albany lead, 12-7. Here comes Notre Dame. Just unbelievable. One of the better playoff games that I think we've seen in the last 20 years. The
Thompson trio proved it last week in Loyola against the Greyhounds. They validated all the hype once again today against Notre Dame.
They were awesome today against a very good defense. You see Lyle, twice he scored on magical goals like that. Backhanded shots to the corner. Miles with a fishhook move. Boom, balls in the back of the net. After a slow start, they were down 4-0. Eventually they take a 12-7 lead. And as advertised, the Thompsons continued their roll through the record books.
And it certainly felt. I mean, they were getting goals from their long sticks in transition. They were getting goals from their shorties in transition. They were up 5. The house was going bonkers. And you're like, this game's over. But everyone forgot to tell Notre Dame that.
All they had to do, if you're Albany, was win a couple faceoffs and make some stops. But I give Kevin Corrigan, Notre Dame's coach, a lot of credit. They switched to a 10-man ride, and then things start breaking their way. Connor Doyle, ball pops out of his stick, right to Nick Ocello. You kidding me? 12-8 with 8 minutes to go. So there's a little ray of hope. Off a turnover, Westy Hopkins scores at about the 10-minute mark, 12-9. An alley dives from the freshman, Sergio Perkovic. He was inspired. He scored 2 fourth quarter goals. Jack Neer inside. Connor Doyle, 12-10. And the momentum shifted. Albany was out of timeouts. Westy Hopkins makes it a 1-goal game. Liam O'Connor won every single faceoff. Perkovic ties it up unassisted with about 3 minutes to go. Albany had their chances late in regulation. Connor Kelly with a miraculous save off of his forehead with about 10 seconds to go.
So that set the stage for overtime sudden victory. It looked like it was going to be a Notre Dame turnover, but Cavanaugh selling out to come up with the possession. Kevin Corrigan takes the timeout, and that sets up number 50.
All day he'd been struggling with his dodges from behind the goal. They put him on the high wing, and he handles the double team with a little Z move. In, back out, back in. Game over. You're going to Charm City.
The Nassau County native is standing by with our own Paul Carcaterra.
Matt, game-winning goal, an amazing game, but let's go back in that 4th quarter. It's 12-7. What's going through your minds?
Yeah, they were running up on us a little bit. They're scoring in transition. That's what we didn't want to happen. I mean, they can score in bunches and have crazy goals, and they get the momentum. I felt like the crowd was on their side, so we were a little down on our sideline. Coach decided to go to a 10-man ride in blue jump, and we created a bunch of turnovers off of that, and we got momentum. And definitely face-offs helped with that too.
What made you think that this offense, especially second half of the season, was capable of making those kind of runs?
Yeah, no, I don't know. We've been doing it all year. So it starts with Liam on the face-offs, Jack Neer on the wings too. He can push transition. And every one of our guys, we all have confidence in each other. So, it was all right.
The game-winning goal, what did you see defensively from Albany?
Yeah, so we were clearing through. I was clearing through. They were kind of shutting me off after the first quarter. So I was going through to vacate the slide guy and create a one-on-one. They kind of hedged towards Sergio. He popped it back to me, and I had a shorty. I don't know. I just went, and they kind of doubled. The pole fell off, and I was one-on-one with a shorty. So
congratulations. You're going to the Final Four.
Yeah, thank you.
Up next, the 3rd meeting with Maryland. Kevin Corrigan said afterwards his heart was pounding out of his chest. He wasn't the only one. For Quint and Paul, I'm Eamon saying so long from Hofstra, the Irish advance.